Hello, everyone, and for the final time, you will be hearing my voice, unless you want to talk to me about anything and stop by my office. And you all, I'm sure, have way more friends than I do, so that won't happen. Anyway, um, hi, really, and this is it. The last day of classes was yesterday, and on our syllabus, you can see that the reflective essay final draft is due Sunday night. That is a deadline that I need you to hit. I have a workshop Monday morning where I need to be able to account for all of my students' grades, or at least all of the work, that in case any of you need, additional support, we can do that. But long story short, I really do need it by Sunday night at midnight. That is the hard cutoff for this assignment. Um, I hope by now everybody's peer reviews are up. I'm going to go through those momentarily. What I'd like you to bear in mind for the reflective essay, and especially when you get to your revisions, is that the reflective essay really is an analytical genre where you're taking your writing and your experiences and subjecting them to critical, rigorous thought. Yeah, there's space there for sentiment and contemplation, but it's tempting to dismiss the reflective essay as this kind of hippie genre where we talk about our feelings and our writings and things happen. Well, it's actually a pretty powerful forum. I think that you can tell by the samples I sent out and by the peer review guidelines that I take it seriously because, y'all have done good work this semester by and large. I've been really impressed. I hope you are able to see the growth in your writing, if not in things like sentence level grammar or syntax, then conceptually, big picture, organization, senses of audience, rhetorical situation, purpose, genre, style to an extent. These are all things that we've engaged with, and they're all content areas that you've demonstrated your proficiency in. So you really have something to take away from this course as I see it, and I hope that you do too. In fact, the reflective essay really is designed to force you to articulate that kind of value, and to the extent that I guess it might have a little bit of might serve the interests of the writing program or writing instruction more broadly, in that you're kind of implicitly arguing for the importance of writing. It really should force you to find value in what you've done and to articulate the means by which you might recreate that those actions and apply them in the future. It's really about being able to have a concrete takeaway from the semester and say, here's what I learned, here's how I can use it moving forward, here's why it's valuable. And that's not just about feeling good or bad, or it's not just about feeling. It's about being able to take stock of yourself as a writer and of being aware of where you might continue to need improvement, but also to be aware of what you excel at and where you might go further with writing, no matter what your career is. Even if you're in a field that will primarily, most of your writing will be emails, text messages, short blurbs, that's most of life. But think about it. The less prose you have to work with, the more important audience, purpose, style becomes. The more emphasis is on rhetorical situation and strategies of persuasion, and the less is on being able to write a 2,000-word essay with in-text citations and 8 references from peer-reviewed sources. Academic writing is great. It's how we create knowledge. It's how knowledge lives and is produced. But it's far from the be-all, end-all of written communication, or the most valuable thing you'll ever learn how to do with words. So I hope that you take that away from this course as well, because y'all know a lot more than you might think you do, and you're quite capable. Not that I think you doubt yourselves, but we all have moments of doubt, and it's important to fall back on our accomplishments and our demonstrated skills in those times. So that's what I would kind of like to offer you as a takeaway here. And to that end, your reflective essays should engage in some focused, precise analysis of select passages from a couple of assignments that demonstrate some of the key concepts that I have just waxed poetically on. Anyway, that's it for me. Signing off at this point. Have a great summer. Thanks a lot for your commitment to the online classroom. I know it can be a little bit challenging. Many of you, I think, excelled at it. And, I always like to say it's easier to space out and sit in a corner of a classroom for 4 hours a week than it is to ignore Blackboard posts and peer reviews and emails and video lectures. So for what we do lose with the in-person factor, I do think there's a bit of accountability and effort and work that comes with the online forum. I'm sure you all feel that way too. So have a great summer. I wish you all the best, and don't be afraid to stop by, say hi. I'd love to see you in person. If you have any questions about any work that's outstanding, any revisions you're still working on, feel free to give me a shout. I'm still available on Google Hangout. Sooner's better. We do want to, take the bull by the horns here. See, grabbing. But otherwise, that's it. Have a good one.